So, hello everyone. So, I see a lot of people. I see Jason, Rabbi, Manzar, Lip, Abhyat, Vishal, David, Pratik, Phil, Harsh, Lourdes, Siddhartha, Emma, Fernando, Paul, and in the Matrix through Phil. So, hello everyone. Um, I hope everyone is safe and doing well. Today, our first topic is to talk about the progress that the onboarding team has done while we try to improve the way we onboard new reps, select new reps, and encourage new reps to join our wonderful program. So I'll leave Robbie to talk about this. Hey, Robbie, it's up to you.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? My name is Robbie. Uh, if you don't know who I am, so I am a Mozilla rep mentor. I've been part of Mozilla for quite a few years. I want to say since 2012. And I want to say back in 2008, I joined the onboarding team. The onboarding team, basically, we review all of the incoming applications, and we, vote and talk and decide if, they're a good fit for Mozilla. So over the course of the last year, the onboarding team has been working on streamlining the application process, making it a little bit more user friendly when a new applicant actually uh, fill out the application. Has been some loopholes over the few years, and we've been working really hard to streamline it. We recently updated the form. You can actually go to the wiki .mozilla.org/reps/SOPs joining, and we basically kind of updated all the information for new applicants on what is the process. You go to Bugzilla, that's where you actually go fill the information out, and then any vouching, and then of course there would be the initial screening from the onboarding team, and then if we select you to come on board to the program, there is actually an onboarding process. Uh, so uh, it is just better that way. There was, a lot of voicage. People wanted to improve the way that we do the onboarding process and the application selection. So it was better that way. So currently, we're trying to understand a bit better what was working and not in the onboarding. So you may have received a survey from our onboarding team to reps. We did a survey as well, and then we also sent the survey out to the mentors that basically kind of provided us some insight and some directions on how we should do the onboarding process. Then recently we came up with a teachable for new reps. This is also helpful because a lot of people is not familiar or don't know really what they need to do. So the teachable basically was like a guideline, and it was hackable. We put it out there if people felt that we need to change. So I know when I joined the reps program, back then it was really busy, but now it's kind of slowed down a little bit. But it's really good to have some type of guidebook on the hows and the do's and don'ts and so on. So we have that. So for future work, we are working on updating our teachable that we would like to give to all reps. And it basically is not that you have to go by the guidelines, but it's also a way to help you stay in sync with the Mozilla missions, and also making sure that we are on the same, agenda of what we're here for. So hopefully that the Teachable will provide some insights. Also, we'll talk about events and campaigns, which we're currently working on right now. At the end, last but not least, we are we're recruiting for new team members. We do encourage in all walks of life, all around the world. We're looking for new reps from Europe, from North America, Central America, South America, and also Africa. So if you are interested and you have the commitment, please go to Discord. There's actually a thread seeking for new people. So we're looking forward to seeing new faces, and we will chat soon. So if you have any questions, let me know.
So does someone have any question? You can write it down in the Etherpad if you wish. I don't see any question in the Etherpad. Oh, and I see someone else in the Zoom room. Hello, Leia.
Quick question.
Can you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
How will this work alongside the CPG training that's being rolled out? Are they going to have any crossover, or will it be two distinct sets of training on the team?
Oh, no. Yeah, I see. Yeah, no, that's one of the things we are going to introduce very soon. Is not in the Teachable. Like the new reps for now have the Teachable, who have the most general information, and we are working in a new Teachable that will focus how to prepare an event, because we thought that needed more attention. And then we will also ask people to take the CPG course. So that is like future work, has not been rolled out yet, but the CPG will be given very soon to all the new reps that comes in, and the events, we are working on it right now. We have a draft, but we need to actually build it. So I don't have a date yet, but we are working on it.
Yes, work in progress, Paul. So hopefully once we get this CBG together, that we can pass it out to all the reps that have everything that you need to know to be successful as a rep, including how to conduct events. So it's going to be really neat. And the onboarding team is doing an amazing job trying to get this together.
So see, someone did share the link to the discourse post, so thank you very much. So just 2 minutes, because I just wanted to share with you some other things. So the Common Voice, a new Common Voice dataset release is coming at the end of the month. More or less. So the compilation of the latest data of validated and recorded data will be probably closed at June 22nd. So what the Common Voice team is asking is to focus your energy and your community on validating as much as possible before June 22. I think I put the Discord post where they ask exactly where you can read this in more detail. Is in the Etherpad, but I can also post it here in the chat, so you can go and have a look. So please, if you have a bit of time, go validate some voices or encourage someone in your community to do so. So thank you very much for that. Did you want to present RZL?
Yes. So thanks.
If you can tell me just briefly, because obviously, since we don't have it written in the Etherpad, If you can just give a brief presentation what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. I wanted to share this last week, but unfortunately my Zoom configuration was not working. So let me recap. So I'm a community contributor of the WebSync Smart Home Gateway. And I've been doing some kind of experiment by trying to merge virtual worlds and the IoT device. So I made a proof of concept that I was able to present it last week at the Live Graphic meetings, which occurred online. And I made a short video that can be funny to be seen. So let me share my screen, and I will explain while I'm showing. Okay, maybe I can just share. Okay, let's share this. So yeah. Hi, a WebSync demonstration. So I have the gateway software running on this Raspberry Pi. Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm resuming. So I have a couple of sensors like the temperature here, and I have also this matrix LED where I can change some properties. So if I change the message properties, it will update Live Graphic meetings 2020. But what I really want to show you is that how to use this smart light bulb. So it's a Bluetooth mesh one. So I had to make an adapter. It's running here. So if I press on the add button, then it will be scanned, and on discovery I can decide to add the new thing, to confirm it, and it will appear just below. So if I press on the shortcut button, it can be turned on, and I can change also some of its properties like the brightness level, and of course the color. Let's go to green. But what I really want to show you is that I made a VR application here, which is connected to the device also. And when I'm changing one of its property, it's updated at the same time. So it's a VR application. You can view it on a VR headset like this one, but if you don't have one, you can try with your mobile phone on this kind of card box device. When you put the phone and see the screen from it. But what I suggest to you is that from a regular browser, if you go to the developer mode using this WebXR device simulator, and you go to the developer panel, and if you go back to the WebXR, you can select the kind of device you have, like the CardBox, which is a minimal one. And if I'm changing the position, the orientation of this headset, the view will be updated at the same time. If you have another device like HTC Vive, if you press on a different button, it will trigger events that can be useful if you want to create an interactive application. Now, what I can show you also is that if I'm turning off the light, it's getting back to gray. Now let me show you the source code. So it's a VR, it's an A-frame scene. So it's an HTML5 document, and you can add this ascene and this A-frame primitive like the sphere and the cylinder, which is the bottom of the light bulb. But the most important one is the sphere, where you have a color, and those two keywords, which are web component, included here and here, which are binding the IoT values to the actual Excel thing. So if you go back to the properties, it's pretty easy. So you have different, for each property, there is a switch method on each property. So if I press on the on button, for instance, it will display white or gray. So if I go back to my application, so it's on white, and now it's gray because I outputted the value here. And if I'm changing the color value, it's exactly the same because the schema are aligned. And for the brightness, I'm just changing the roughness of the material. that's pretty same. If you want to check the source code, it's all open source on GitHub. So if you get this project, and you can submit issue or patches, and I will explain more detail at LibGraphic meetings 2020. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks for watching.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
So
thanks for yeah, thanks everyone. Is so that was kind of experimental, yes. And for just resuming, I made some hacks also on between hubs and web things, but I will show you this maybe later. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for watching.
So let me see if there is someone else, some other comments.
Last question. So I have the gateway stuff.
So I don't see any other comments. Or oh yes, I think Emma is writing something. Is there anything you would like people on this call to do or participated in related to this demo?
Yeah, I was just wondering, I mean, I heard that was a cool demo. I saw A-Frame was in there, which is cool technology. I'm just wondering if there's anything that you wanted, is there a call to action for anyone specifically, like to test this, or is it related to any other Mozilla products or projects that we know about? Maybe you can just say a bit more about that bit. I'm just curious how we can help.
Well, it's mostly a little experiment. So yeah, the WebSync project is still flexible to do more than just managing a smart home device. So I try to make some experiment, and what I really want to push forward is the concept of digital twins. Maybe you never heard about this, but the idea, it's not that new. It's something quite, the concept has been appeared in year 2000, so it's quite old, but the idea is to have physical things and the digital replica. We are living at the same time and trying to have a seamless connectivity, and I wanted to do this only using open source, so I made a couple of research before, and now I'm still progressing on this. So yeah, that's mostly some hackish demo for now, but I want to consolidate it over the years. Maybe, I don't know, if it depends on the community feedback actually. Yeah.
Okay.
But everything is open source, and your feedback is very valuable for me. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so like if you have feedback, you can leave it here. I guess reach out directly to you. And then I was just wondering, you mentioned WebSync, so I'm not really. Is there any links or any other like resources we could read about related to the technology you're showing? So is it WebSync?
Yes, sure.
I literally do not know. That's why I'm asking. Like, is there any more I can read about that connects?
Yeah, sure. What I showed, this demonstration was presented in a digital online conference. So I made a 20-minute presentation where I'm explaining the whole concept. So maybe you get more insight in this. Let me share this now.
Okay, great, awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, great.
So you got the address, right? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake.
So there, yeah. Yeah, great. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
So, as anyone else who so all the so you can have a look at it if you're interested. Thank you very much. Else was something to say? You can write it down and say it for you if you don't feel like talking. No? Okay. And I think you can have 5 minutes of your life back. And thank you very much for coming to the Rascal. Thank you very much, Robbie. Thank you very much for presenting this very cool project. Thank you very much, everyone. And have a good evening, a good day, and stay safe. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.